Hey everybody, Jeff Schneider here, and today we're going to talk about how to make the wrong notes sound right. Not the wrong notes, Corey, the wrong notes. We're going to talk about why wrong notes are necessary in order to play a solo that sounds good. Because, for instance, if I play C7 like this in my left hand, and I play the C major pentatonic scale on top of that, those notes are all fine. They fit. We have the 1, the 2, the 3, the 5, the 6. Check it out, I'll improvise. That's nice, it's fine, it's the nice guy of solos. There's no dissonance there though, it gets boring after a while. If I played all of those right notes for 32 measures, you would get tired of it, I guarantee it. It doesn't even matter how good my phrasing or my rhythm is. That would certainly help, but on a harmonic level, it's gonna get real boring real fast. And that's why it is so important to play notes that don't fit. You have to go against the music theory. So for instance, check this out. Maybe you noticed there was a note there that had some rub to it. It was, of course, the E flat, the flat 3, also known as a blue note. If you know the blues scale, you know that E flat is in there. That flat 3 is in the blues scale, and it sounds bluesy because it doesn't fit, because there's dissonance. But that's just the bluesy example. We can take the same principle and build on it in a more jazz-like context. So, check this out. Actually, before I get into it, my Black Friday sale is almost over. You have to use the code HOLIDAY2025 to save 50% on all of my courses, all of my soloing courses, the chord theory courses, the lick packs, the chord packs, the bundles, everything is 50% off. Let's jump into the jazz example here, because this is really where the good stuff is. Not just because it's jazz and jazz is great, but because if you understand this concept, you can use it in so many other ways. So let's check this out. Instead of C7, let's do C major 7. All right, now, I could do the same thing I did before. And that E flat, that flat 3 still sounds good on the C major 7 chord, even though it's pretty dissonant when I play it like that. But let's take it even further. Let's push the dissonance. But we're gonna do so in an organized way. Here's what I mean. Let's do it again. I'm gonna improvise over C major 7, but we're gonna play even more wrong notes this time. Cool, right? That was out. I played outside the chord change. And the way I did that, well, the notes that I played an A sharp, I played a C sharp, I played an F sharp. None of those notes are in the C major scale. So why did it sound good? Well, let's take another look at those 3 notes. I'll do it in this order now. F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. That's an F sharp major triad. And the fact that it's an F sharp major triad and how that chord relates to C major is kind of irrelevant. It's like a tritone thing, but this is not like a tritone substitution example. This is just a random triad over a random chord. And those two things don't go together on a theory level. But because the triad, here's the key point, because the triad is so concrete on its own, it can withstand the dissonance. It has this strong frame around it, that no matter what chord is underneath, in this case C major 7, I can play any triad on top of this. And all of it sounds good, because on the surface, each one of those triads has this glue that keeps it organized. It's not random, it's organized. And that is the key takeaway that you have to remember after watching this video. That is, if you want to play outside the chord changes, it's not about playing random notes that don't fit. It's about playing notes that don't fit in a not random way, in an organized way. And there's many ways you can do that. It's not just triads. Another popular approach to this is using pentatonic scales, like where I started actually. This is a good way of coming full circle here. I started with that pentatonic scale, and because that scale is so simple and so concrete, it's like the folk scale. So many folk melodies come from that scale because of how simple it is and how organized it is. Now, if I play the organized version of that scale, if I play the one that aligns with the chord, with the harmony, that's where we get this boring sound. But if I do that same scale, the pentatonic scale, in a different key, let's do E major, It sounds interesting, yet not random. That's what you want to go for. When you want to start playing outside the chord changes, go for interesting, not random. And the way that you make something interesting is by being different, but also have it make sense. Remember that sale ends soon. Use code HOLIDAY2025 at checkout to save 50% off on all of my courses, all of the licks, the chords, the bundles, everything. There's a link somewhere on my screen where you can explore the course catalog, and there's a link down below as well. But we'll leave it there for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.